As I watched Senator Sanders defending himself from your book, I'm wondering, why did you go there, reopening a wound in your own party?
I don't agree with that. I wanted to tell what happened. The primary was part of what happened. I won a landslide victory. I know what it's like to win, and I know what it's like to lose. And when I lost to Barack Obama, I immediately turned around. I endorsed him.
You don't buy the party unity argument?
I don't. You know, my husband did not wrap up the nomination in 1992 until he won the California primary somewhere in the middle of June. I convinced my supporters to vote for him. We all remember Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in June. I didn't get the same respect from my primary opponent.
I move that the convention suspend the procedural rules, and I move that Hillary Clinton be selected as the nominee of the Democratic Party.
Thank you, Senator Sanders. Senator Sanders has moved in the spirit of unity.
I congratulate her, and I intend to do everything I can to make certain she will be the next president.
I've been for universal health care coverage my entire adult life.
Health emergencies can't wait for us to have some theoretical debate about some better idea that will never, ever come to pass.
I've worked to achieve it.
We've accomplished so much already.
We got closer than we ever had with the Affordable Care Act.
The Democratic Party in the United States worked since Harry Truman to get the Affordable Care Act passed.
I'm on the committee that wrote the Affordable Care Act. I voted for it. But right now, 29 million people still have no health insurance.
I was defending it.
And I don't want to see us start over again with a contentious debate.
He wanted to start over.
We're not going to tear up the Affordable Care Act. I helped write it. But we are going to move on top of that. I am just very excited about the kind of support our Medicare for All legislation is receiving. As of today, we now have 16 co-sponsors on this legislation.
I am proud to be a Democrat. I've been a Democrat for decades. I have supported Democrats.
I want to say thank you to Bernie for all that you have done.
Thank you, Bernie, for your leadership.
Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you to Senator Sanders for his amazing leadership on this.
Thank you, Bernie, and aloha, everybody.
Aloha.
Bernie's not a Democrat.
This should not be thought of as a partisan issue.
If you don't want to support Democrats, then go somewhere else.
This is not a partisan issue.
I think a lot of what he churned up in the primary campaign was very hurtful in the general election against me.
The American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
You know? Enough of the emails. Let's talk about the real issues facing America.
Thank you, Bernie. Thank you.
And I see him doing the same thing. I see him, you know, with his supporters. He doesn't disown the things they say about, you know, some of my favorite Democrats, people like Kamala Harris, who is out there speaking up and speaking out, and she's being attacked from the left.
And that is why I'm proud to stand with my colleagues and friends and support Medicare for All.
Enough.